All right, so welcome to another video. Today we're going to go ahead and take a look at Shopify. There's big problems after the earnings report, so the profits didn't look good from the report and the call. I'm going to go ahead and share with you some insights here on this, and we'll check that out. Definitely take a look at our Discord channel if you want to take a look at some other technical analysis and charts that I post. And you can also look at the Traders Fly website for a lot of different classes and courses. All right, let's check out Shopify here. So anyway, the shares hit 2-year low on profit miss. So the stock has been falling. It continues to fall. So anyway, they acquired a startup here not too long ago. Deliver for e-commerce and that kind of thing. So that was a $2.1 billion deal. Oh my goodness. Anyway, so with that, along with, just overall the earnings here, the call, and then we got the Fed announcement as well that just happened the other day. It does push the stock lower. So it's not, I wouldn't say it's all just earnings that's, pushes the stock lower. Some of this does have to do with just the market turmoil, market volatility, and that kind of stuff. So I don't think it's just only Shopify, but the trend and the stock has been going down lately for a while. So if we could just kind of look at the flow of things, on the weekly basis, the stock has been going and moving lower from a week to week basis. So just, you can see the trend here. It's been going down. This was a critical level. We talked about it before. It broke that. It continues now. We're starting to now break this 400, and there's just huge volume on the sell side, bearish. So there's a lot of selling pressure, tons of selling pressure coming into the stock, which is not good. If you look at the monthly chart right here, it's really stretched. 50% pullback could put that stock, somewhere around, let's just take a look at, we'll pop it up here and do a quick fib analysis. If you go from kind of the lows to the highs over there as a swing point, you're kind of at a 61 level, you're at 682, and we broke that long ago. So, if you take let's just say a 50% haircut though between this 1729 and go $20 a share, I mean, you're not even going to pull it off. So looking at some key levels, where the stock's going, just the energy, the flow, think of it like a car speeding down towards the bottom, and then how long does it take to break, right? I think lower end levels, like I'm saying, like, look, if we're really, really heading fast to the downside, you're kind of looking around this zone. This is where there's a lot of action. That zone is right around $180 a share. That's also where it had a pretty significant breakout right here. So watch that level. Now, do I think it's going to really get there? That's putting it in at 2018 lows. What I'm saying is that might not be the real price. That could be the overextended panic sell-off price, right? So right now we're not there yet, but meaning if people continue to panic, they continue to sell off, even though the real price might be somewhere around right here, they could panic sell all the way down to here. And then eventually the price is always trying to find like, hey, we got some price over here, even though the real price is somewhere in the middle. Stocks are always overbought or oversold. So anyway, when we're looking at this is, we could get down to the 170 if people panic, sell and get out of it very quickly. I don't think it would get there anytime quick. I think the next big stop is, again, these $100 level markers, which we had the 400 right now. Next spot is really around this 300 zone because you've got more support at that level here in the stock. It's still trend-wise down. So definitely it's not looking good for the stock. But 300 is kind of the next big stop. And then you've got that 180 right here on the swings that could look kind of attractive. So watch these few key levels next. If it tries to pop, there's the 500. You can bet people will try to reshort that. I guarantee it because, they don't believe in Shopify. Shopify is not it's not a huge company like an oil company right now or anything like that. It's still pretty big. Stretch valuations as a tech company, nearly $2,000 a share. It kind of reminds me of CMG or Chipotle. That's very expensive. But in either case, it's not a dominant huge player like a Google, for example. So anyway, so if this pops and gets to the 500, I bet you people will try to reshort this. So watch out for a possible pop. When things get too far extended, you could see a big bar like we did the other day, or you could see a pop here and then come back. But 300 is kind of the next big support level. Then you also have that 180 or so, about that level to watch as well for possible bounces. After that, you'll see if the stock will start to kind of turn around or not. For now, we're still continuing in that downward trend. We've got this downward little pop and still a follow through. So this is not looking good. And overall, the market is shaky and weak. So if you look at the SPY right now, we had a big pop the other day on the Fed announcement. So this was the Fed. And then again, right now, the whip and volatility, if you want to know what volatility really looks like, this is it. So, we've got, let's say here, look, everything was calm right here for a little while. And then we got the report, and then the chat started to happen. Things were feeling good. Now they're pulling it back. So all of this is still just all chop between that. Now it's just getting into other traders chopping it around. So we're going to see if this will kind of hold in this price level right there. As I always say, one day doesn't make a trend, but watch these levels right here. This is going to be critical to see if we can hold that level. We are slightly oversold. If we start breaking this level and start moving down, that could be a problem. And that goes along with the Shopify level here, is if we look into that, Shopify goes with it, because once one thing goes, right, if the market's going with it, so will the stocks and all the other items as well. So when we start looking at it, Shopify will get pulled down with it. And already we're down 17%. There's more sell-off into that. And yeah, you could see some more serious problems. So be a little more careful. Here, markets continues to trend down, massive selling pressure. A lot of these people are, trying to trim to get out peacefully or when they can, or when the stops get hit. Temporarily, if you look at it, we're trying to, where are we? We're 30 minutes in. So we're trying to pop a little bit, but again, these hold for a little while and then they drop. And that's the little bit of the problem, is the trend is still kind of to the downside. Anyway, that's just my thoughts and takes here on the stock. Hope that helps, gives you some insight to the bigger picture. And, feel free to grab some freebies on the website. There's a lot of great things. And if you do if you are interested in any coaching sessions one-on-one, check out the tradersfly.com website. I'll be happy to help you out. Thanks again. I'll see you next time.